Hello friends, Kangascloud here, and today is a day that will go down in history as the beginning of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon Hype Season Extravaganza!
Prepare to get annihilated as Bass Pro Shops and Walmart proudly present
Ultra Sun and Moon Pokemon reveals with Kangascloud.
at the Citrus Bowl.
And you just know that when this starts, Nintendo's going to lead off with something good. So let's see what it is. Okay, that's great. It's the Lycanroc. So what's the reveal? They're just showing a shiny Lycanroc. Oh, that's a new Lycanroc form? Well, how am I supposed to make a video on that? What do you mean, just fake it? I was gonna make a cool Pokemon theory on whatever they released. That just looks like they spray painted one of the old Pokemon and put out a press release about it. Oh, that's exactly what they did? Well, okay, so it's a new Lycanroc form. That's actually pretty cool when you stop to think about it. Pokemon forms are a great way to jazz up the game without oversaturating the Pokedex. So really, everyone should be excited about this. I can't imagine that anyone would make a video explaining their displeasure with the new form. Oh, Gameboyluke did that? Okay, let's take a look.
Cheerios, Gameboyluke here, and I don't care very much for this new Lycanroc. It looks like the Queen of England, whom I love because I am very British, but still is quite ugly. If only I had some crumpets to take the edge off, but I ate them all in an English rage. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to throw another shrimp on the barbie.
Well, if Gameboyluke isn't impressed, man, this is gonna be tough. You'll help me, won't you, Rowlet?
Cool.
Good. So, shiny Lycanroc. I mean, dusk form Lycanroc. It's very orange, so that's cool, I guess. And, oh yeah, it's probably gonna go fast, since it kind of looks like the fast Lycanroc, so basically it's gotta go fast. And you see it reacting here to some kind of emerald color thing in the distance. To be honest, the whole thing's pretty chaotic, but... Oh yeah, I can't be sure, but it almost looks like its tails got bigger. Or maybe there's more than one? It seems like it might have multiple tails. More tails. Tails.
Oh my god.
Cool?
Yeah. It's theory time. Pokemon Sun and Moon, as great as they were, left many players feeling underwhelmed, not at the in-game story so much, but the post-game. In a world filled with islands, you think Game Freak could have added a few to explore after all the exploring was done. Enter Ultra Sun and Moon. Announced mere months ago, but with few details yet to be released, we are left wondering, will this be the eye-opening, open-world adventure we all hoped for in Sun and Moon? And the answer now is clearly yes. You thought Nintendo and Game Freak were keeping their lips sealed about this new adaptation of Sun and Moon. You thought we'd have to wait until we knew what was going to be in the game, but with this reveal of the new Lycanroc form, we can figure everything out right now.
Cool.
That's right, Rowlet. The new Ultra Pokemon Sun and Moon games are going to feature Pikachu!
Cool.
Oh yeah, and Sonic the Hedgehog! Come on. Look deep inside yourself, past the chimichangas, and see that you knew the truth all along. A new Lycanroc that loves emeralds, has multiple tails, and is orange? This is clearly Miles Tails Prower, famed fox and famed best friend to none other than Mr. Sonic himself. And it does make sense. The original Lycanroc forms were said to resemble wolves, so it would not be a stretch at all that another form of Lycanroc would become a fox. Foxes and wolves are both members of the Canidae biological family. Real-life wolves and foxes are already different forms of each other! And friends, let's be honest, this crossover between Pokemon and Sonic has been in the works for decades. Alola is set in a tropical island paradise. Do you know what level starts almost every single Sonic the Hedgehog game? The Tropical Island theme! All I hear when I listen to this is Alola, Alola, Alola. And did you know that Game Freak worked on a game for Sega the same year Sega released Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the first game featuring Tails the Fox? The connections are all clear. You see that. So let me tell you the rest. Relax. It's time to learn. With the release of Sonic 2, our little hedgehog friend was at first thrilled to welcome the arrival of a partner to share in his adventures, but that initial excitement soon gave way to greed and jealousy as it became clear that Tails, not Sonic, might become the new fan favorite. This could not do. Not for a hedgehog always used to being number one. So Sonic turned to his arch nemesis Dr. Eggman to try to come up with a way to eliminate Tails from future games. Eggman delighted in this idea and immediately turned to the talented people at Game Freak, whom he had crossed paths with before during their mutual time working for Sega. But unbeknownst to both Sonic and the good doctor, Game Freak had also crossed paths with a young Miles Prower, and they had recruited the Sly Fox as an agent to spy on Sega's activities, knowing that they were soon going to be working for Sega's rivals. Game Freak immediately told Tails of the plot against him, at which point the two entities began working on a counter plan. Game Freak would create places to put all of the animals that Sonic and Tails had rescued in their adventures, and would train these animals to master special abilities and become masters of combat. This place would be codenamed Pokémon Blue and Pokémon Red. These animals were fiercely loyal to Tails, the one who had emancipated them from their bonds, and upon hearing of Sonic's collaboration with the Dr. Eggman who had enslaved them, mind you, they were forever turned against the Blue Hedgehog. Meanwhile, Sonic and Eggman, ignorant of this plot against their plot, turned to the mercenary known only as Knuckles to kill and dispose of Tails the Fox. Their plot would have worked if not for Knuckles' overwhelming sense of edginess. Knuckles thought it would be cool to, instead of assassinating Tails, just glide around for a while. After deciding not to kill Tails, Knuckles got even edgier and told Tails of what he had been hired to do. Soon after this, Game Freak and Tails went public with Pokémon. Once Sonic saw this new world filled with all of the animals he had once rescued, now turned against him with a ferocious rage, he abandoned forever his plot to murder Tails and now went to Tails to beg him for mercy. Tails granted him this, but on one condition. The two would continue to appear in games side by side, and in public none would be the wiser, which would allow Tails to get rich beyond his wildest dreams. But he demanded that Sonic pay a terrible price for his betrayal. Tails warned Sonic that on his 26th birthday, he would be killed in accordance with the law of the fox.
Law of the fox. Law of the fox.
Sonic, beaten, had no choice but to concede. So now, it is the year 2017. And Sonic's 26th birthday has just passed, coincidentally in the same month as the announcement for Pokémon Ultra Sun and Moon. So Pokémon fans and Sonic fans, hear me now. Yes, this is the Pokémon Sonic crossover that you've always wanted. But I tell you, when the game is finally released later this year, it will mean the death of Sonic the Hedgehog, as Miles, Tails, Lycanroc, Prower, and all of the freed Sonic creatures, now called Pokémon, dine on the flesh of Hedgehog forevermore. Okay, I admit that got a little out of hand.
Cool.
Yeah. That said, let me tell you my theory about that Pikachu bus.
Cool.